James Gunn says, no, I'm not getting rid of all the DCEU characters slash cast. He doesn't like this Henry Cavill backlash, and he's trying to recover from it. Let's go ahead and dive into the video here and discuss. Henry Cavill's out. We already know that they've removed cameos from Gal Gadot and Wonder Woman, her Wonder Woman character, from the Flash movie that's coming out already. And as Critical Drinker said, can we please remove the Flash from the Flash? Ezra Miller as well. But yeah, there's been some speculation that, hey, are they getting rid of everybody? And I'm not gonna lie, it definitely seems that way, but James Gunn is saying, no, that's not happening. Which, dude, I hope, and I might get some backlash for this because I am a Jason Momoa defender through and through. And it's like, please do not get rid of Jason Momoa's Aquaman, because I just don't think anyone else can play Aquaman as well as him. Go ahead and crucify me. I don't care. I am a Jason Momoa defender. All right, let me just dive into the video anyway. DC studio boss James Gunn recently responded to rumors regarding recasting of the DC live-action characters, as well as explaining why he and Peter Safran are making the changes they are for the DCEU. Twitter user and scooper My Time to Shine H recently claimed that Gunn and Safran will be recasting nearly the entire live-action DC cast. That's definitely the way it looked. He noted that Henry Cavill, Ben Affleck, Ezra Miller, Ray Fisher, Zachary Levi, and Jason Momoa will no longer be in the roles of Superman, Batman, The Flash, Cyborg, Shazam, and Aquaman. Just don't do this. Don't do this. However, the scooper also indicated that Jennifer Holland, who plays Emilia Harcourt in The Suicide Squad and Peacemaker, will be returning. The scooper also claimed that the entire cast of The Suicide Squad, or what was left of it following the film, would return, including Viola Davis as Amanda Waller. Henry Cavill, done. Ben Affleck, done. Gal Gadot, done. Ezra Miller, done. Ray Fisher, done. Zachary Levi, done. Jason Momoa will get a new role. James Gunn's wife stays. The Suicide Squad, what's left of it, stays. Viola Davis stays. Okay? Gunn refuted this rumor, writing on Twitter that the Suicide Squad would indeed get recast, while also stating that previous live-action actors will be staying on in their roles. User MacLean W tweeted to Gunn, who knows if it's true, but recasting all the main DCEU characters, but keeping some. Will be interesting how Peacemaker and Suicide Squad characters slash actors live on, but the others don't, particularly when they all interacted together. Gunn replied, I keep seeing posts with this untrue theory. We're not recasting everyone except the Suicide Squad. Okay. One character that will be recast is Superman. This is the egregious one. I've already made a video about this. I don't think you can have a better Superman. I don't think anybody else is going to be able to pull this off like Henry Cavill. And I think this bogus excuse of, oh, well, he's too old is just that, a bogus excuse. Because how many actors that are like 40 play teenage characters all the time, especially back in the day? They made it work. There is no way you're telling me that a 39-year-old Henry Cavill, who is in tip-top prime shape, can't play a 20-something-year-old looking, he could pull it off. Come on now. Come on. All right, so Henry Cavill announced he'd no longer be playing his character ahead of announcing the new live-action Warhammer 40k universe. Yes, this is great news, at least. On December 14th on Instagram, yes, we saw that. It is sad news indeed. I think it's bogus, but yeah, it's unclear what the fate of Ben Affleck and Gal Gadot are. Gadot seemingly indicates that she's still attached to the character earlier this month. Yes, so here's the thing. So if they'd taken out her cameo in the Flash movie, then it does make me think that, hey, maybe they are going to recast her as well. And if they do, and if that is the case, then it would be a last minute decision, or at least shared to her last minute for her to be sharing this. And obviously with Henry Cavill, it was a last minute thing as well, because he just announced he was returning as Superman. So I think what they're doing is they're pulling the rug under these actors regarding this. So she posted on December 6th, a few years ago, it was announced that I was going to play Wonder Woman. I've been so grateful for the opportunity to play such an incredible, iconic character. And more than anything, I'm grateful for you, the fans. Can't wait to share her next chapter with you. Which, didn't Patty Jenkins have some sort of meltdown on set or something for the third movie? I did not cover this nor read into it that much, but I'm just saying what I saw, the brief stuff I saw on social media, it looked like that. So I don't know what's going on with that. The DCEU has just been in shambles in general. It's been a giant hot mess. So I definitely think it's reasonable to recast a lot of the roles, but I do think that some of them, I don't know, man. The Henry Cavill decision, I really don't want to see Aquaman recasted either. I do really like Gal Gadot's performance as Wonder Woman in the first Wonder Woman movie. I thought she was stupendous, fantastic. I do like that she's very tall, and that fits with that Amazonian aesthetic. I will say, however, if they were to recast, and if they are going to recast Wonder Woman, I would like to see both tall but also more muscular version. I mean, obviously, I still want her to look feminine and beautiful, but there's just something about Wonder Woman being shredded that is amazing. Not to say that Gal Gadot didn't get in good shape, because she did put on some muscle and looked amazing in the role, but hey, you know, a little bit more swole of a Wonder Woman would be pretty rad, I think. All right, so Gunn previously claimed that they were trying to find a project for Affleck to direct, but has not commented on his role as Batman. Gunn wrote a few days on Twitter, met with Ben yesterday precisely because he wants to direct, and we want him to direct. We just have to find the right project. Now, I'm not going to lie, I do like Batfleck. While I don't think that the movie, like Batman vs. Superman or anything like that, do not think that it was the most perfect movie. Sorry, Snyder fans. I mean, I still enjoyed it. Still like the Justice League, all that kind of stuff. Because a lot of y'all know, I am a DC fangirl for the most part. Now, I do have a lot of criticisms about the DCEU and the current direction of DC in their comics lately that have just been focusing on activism instead of creating good stories. And even when you're talking about the games and stuff, you know, like Gotham Knights at one point was my most anticipated game, and then I just really saw what they were doing with it, and I checked out. I'm just not even gonna bother with it because I don't like that. I don't like how woke they've gotten with it. I really don't. Hey, that's just the easiest way to say it. Some people get mad at me for using the word woke. Hey, that's just the best way to describe it. Y'all know what I mean. So yeah, I don't like that. Also, they made Jason Todd ugly out of his Red Hood costume. I am not about that. I just don't like what they did to my fave, dude. Well, Batman's my fave, but just saying, I am a Jason Todd stan. All right, so as for Miller, Momoa, Levi, and Fisher, it's been radio silence. However, Miller will be reprising his role as Barry Allen in the upcoming The Flash film. Momoa returns as Aquaman in the upcoming Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, and Levi returns as Shazam in Shazam! Fury of the Gods. It's possible the radio silence on these three is due to the upcoming film projects, and Gunn doesn't want to hurt their box office potential. However, that's pure conjecture, which I do agree with this. I think that it definitely appears that they want to just redo everything, recast, redo everything, because like I said, the DCEU has just been in shambles. It's been a mess. When you look at the controversies surrounding Ezra Miller and Amber Heard, it's just like, bro, poor WB/DCEU. They've been struggling with this. And so instead of just like recasting a couple roles, not to mention Ray Fisher's Cyborg and all the controversy with that as well. So it's just been like a mess, a giant mess. And rather than just, hey, let's get rid of, these three, if they get rid of everybody and start over, I guess that's like a clean slate. I guess that kind of removes them from some culture war criticisms of, hey, we just got rid of everybody, not just these peeps. You know what I mean? Because, people are going to be coming after them with the whole Ezra Miller thing. Like, he's got some they-them protection there. And so they can't say they're discriminating if they remove the whole cast, which I do think is still unfair. But, hey, it seems to be, from my perspective and in my opinion, a possible reason. Okay, so nevertheless, Gunn did also attempt to provide an explanation for the changes that he and Peter Safran are making regarding the DCEU. He wrote on Twitter, one of the things Peter and I were aware of when we took the job as heads of DC Studio was a certain minority of people online that could be, uproarious and unkind, to say the least. This is what they say when fans of something want the thing that they're fans of to be accurate, or they want it to be good. And whenever we criticize stuff about it, then we're told we are unkind and uproarious. When, hey, this is fandom, this is passion from the fandom and what we like. So it's like, dude, if we didn't care about the properties and we were just being haters, why would we waste our time hating on stuff that we don't care about? There's a reason. Same thing with the Tomb Raider community, man. I get so much backlash from, hey, how can you sit here and criticize Tomb Raider so much? You're not a real fan. It's like, bro, I criticize this series so much because I am such a huge fan. I don't waste my time criticizing stuff I don't give two craps about. Why? So he continued, our choices for the DCEU are based upon what we believe is best for the story and best for the DC characters who have been around for nearly 85 years. Perhaps these choices are great, perhaps not, but they are made with sincere hearts and integrity and always with the story in mind. I mean, of course, he's going to say this, but in my opinion, I do think it looks like, hey, they got to wipe the whole cast, because otherwise they're going to be accused of, being either racist or bigots or them phobic. They're in a bit of a pickle here. I think they should just get rid of the people who are giving them problems and call it a day. But no, instead everybody has to be punished, and the world's greatest Superman and Aquaman, and honestly possibly even Wonder Woman as well, or up there, at least a stellar amazing Wonder Woman, also have to suffer for it. So it's just kind of dumb. I think if they were actually to care about the fans, they at the very minimum would be keeping Henry Cavill as Superman. Because here's the thing, is a lot of the nerd fandom, and especially comic book nerds, have been so discouraged and have been so frustrated as of late, because you're looking at the big hitters, Marvel and DC both, really crap in the bed, dude. Like, really poop in the bed, right? And it's like, just imagine how amazing it would be if they actually listen to the fans for once. Give us some fan service. And by fan service, I don't mean pervy stuff. We're going to have this character half naked. No, I mean fan service as in give us what we want. What do we want? Henry Cavill is Superman, so on and so forth. So they really have the opportunity to make fans happy and to deliver what we want, but that just doesn't seem to be on their agenda and hasn't been for a while. So anyway, there are my opinions on the subject matter. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching. And while I'm here, I just wanted to send you guys a very special and important message from your, I don't know about favorite, but from your local neighborhood friendly tattooed Christian girl. Just remember, you can come to Jesus as you are, and there is nothing you've done that can keep you from redemption. It's not too late as long as you are breathing. Random, I know, but I just really want to get that message out there. Anyway, thank you all so much for hanging out with me. I'll catch you next time. In the meantime, go boom.